Rescue from above. When a remote aircraft goes down in the unforgiving wilderness, the G.I. Joe team calls in their ultimate high-altitude specialist. Today, we are building a custom G.I. Joe Airline mountain recovery and rescue adventure, combining vintage-style kit bashing with modern 3D printing to create a true one-of-a-kind adventure. So let's dive into the workbench and let's get started. Just really quick, I picked up this G.I. Joe, or it's actually a Cotswold Collectibles G.I. Joe figure. It is a Cotswold body with action hands or kung fu gripping hands, a flocked Jake head, pretty nice, and he came with this orange jumpsuit and these short black boots. Now I've added the binoculars here, but let's take a quick look here. You can see it is a Cots body, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this figure here, and I've created a fictitious character, G.I. Joe, right? He is a G.I. Joe mountain or airline mountain recovery and rescue adventurer. Now what I did is I also 3D printed a backpack, custom backpack to go with it, but let me pull out the individual components or parts that I also 3D printed. Okay. I 3D printed these parts here. I drew up and 3D printed this axe, right? I also painted it. I 3D printed it in black, and then I painted it silver to give it this. This is a crash axe. It's used in airline recovery. It's, it can cut, and then it can also pry here. This is one that I drew up and I 3D printed it, and it's scaled to fit the figure. Then I 3D printed this little piece that goes with the backpack, and you'll see what it's for here in a few minutes. This piece here, and then I've already put the elastic straps on this backpack, but let me go ahead and show it to you. Then I'm going to run a little video showing part of the design and the 3D printing, which will play here so that you can see. But this is the finished product right here. This is the backpack, right? Yeah, put some elastics here to hold it. This here will go around a belt loop here to hold it in place. But each piece here has plays an important role. You have this piece here, you have this little pocket in here with an opening, and then you have this piece here, and then you have this sticking out here, you have this, and then you have this here, right? And then this sort of reminds you of the old G.I. Joe backpacks, right? This right here. But let me explain to you what this does here. But first, let's run that video. Here you get to see the design that I'm pulling through on this actual piece here for this backpack that I created for this rescue adventure custom figure that I'm working on. But either way, you get to see how it looks. See? Yeah. There it is. Yeah. I think it's going to work out pretty good. Okay, now that you saw how that came together here, this is the finished piece, right? So, this piece here, you'll see has this opening which will fit right in here to hold it in place. There it is. It's locked in place. Now, the axe goes here, and there it is. It locks in here, right? The figure will wear it. Let me bring out the rest of the components. Okay, I have this helmet here. It is from the Action Man. I believe Action Man Mountain Rescue. I believe that's what this helmet is right here. And this will go on the figure as well. You'll see this helmet. Right? And then I have a pair of goggles. I have a first aid kit, right? This is just a first aid kit, 1/6 scale, right? This thing here will put that in there. This will fit inside there, sort of like that. You see that? It's in here. And then I have a small shovel that I had lying around here that I'll use. That will fit, I believe, right in here. There it is. The shovel goes there. Then I have a white belt with a knife with a sheath right here. That'll go on the figure. I have the holster with a 45. He's got to protect himself, right? And I put together a little rope, right? He needs rope. And then I have a rifle with scope. You never know what he may run out into, right? So for protection, and you know, he has this just in case he needs it. So let me put this all together so we can see what this figure looks like. Okay, let me show you the figure as I have it set right in here. Here is wearing his helmet, the goggles, his binoculars, the belt with the dagger here and the sheath. He's got his pistol here, and this locks in his shovel. He's got his first aid kit, crash axe, a regular hatchet. He's got his rifle with some rope here, and this locks it in place. And this is it right here. This is the little custom backpack I made for him. And here's the figure. And just to compare him really quick to some other figures in my collection, here I have one of America's finest 21st century helicopter pilot. He's a rescue pilot here. Here's my figure right here. And then here's my Spanish explorer, jungle version, another Cotswold sort of uniform that I put together with some things that I had. But anyways, this is how he displays. I think he's going to fit in quite nicely with the rest of the fellas. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. But this is my look at my custom G.I. Joe Airline Mountain Recovery and Rescue Adventurer. Now, to me, think about it. No mountain recovery specialist goes into the backcountry without heavy-duty cutting tools, so I custom designed and 3D printed these specialized tools like the crash axe and the survival hatchet, right? Now he's got a shovel for a little digging around. He's got a rope in case he needs it. But that backpack has all the tools that he needs to go in and out really quick. So my G.I. Joe Airline Mountain Recovery and Rescue Adventure, right? This project for me was an absolute blast. I blended the timeless charm of Cotswold Collectibles and some pieces from Action Man with some 3D printing after designing these parts. Let me know, what do you think of this custom build? You like it? Am I missing anything? Let me know in the comments. I know I'm probably missing a couple of things, but you know, when you're working on things and then you finish it, then you think, oh, geez, I missed this or I need that. But either way, he might need a canteen, right? A canteen for water, and maybe a little mess kit for some snacks or something, or a bag, a satchel hanging in there where he can keep other little necessities. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and please like, share, or comment on this video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And if you haven't, I'd encourage you and I'd ask you to please do so. It helps the channel to continue to grow and allows me, or it gives me great happiness to share these creations that I make with you guys. Again, let me know what you guys think. So let's add to the action with Action Joe Figs.